Welcome back to Wrenches in Motion, where if it ain't broke, I ain't buying it. And today, well, it's not broke, but we're gonna fix it anyway. Before we do that, let me give you a quick update of what's going on. We've got the Red Ranger had an antifreeze leak. When I was checking that out, found out failed timing cover gasket, so I took that apart and noticed the timing chain was extremely sloppy. So we've got a new timing set on order. We've got a blue jug of kerosene. I'm going to need a heater today, and I'll explain that in a second. When I was using my salamander heater, I ran out of kerosene and I used diesel, and it worked for the first couple times, but after a while it started smoking and the fumes were so bad it was choking me out. So I emptied all the diesel out and I'm going to refill it with kerosene, and hopefully it burns cleaner because there's something else I want to do today. The Escape, the guy is totally blowing me off on getting the title for it. I'll find another one that needs a transmission and I'll just pull the transmission out of this one and use it. Kenny, the Gambler Pilot, is registered now. Still needs the header pipe and the catalytic converter replaced because they're missing. Well, the header pipe's there, it's just cut in the wrong spot, and the catalytic converter's missing. So it's really loud, but it does run good. We sold the green Pilot, so I took the wheels and tires off of that and put on Kenny here. It should give us a little more traction out in the mud. But I'm not going to be able to go to the Gambler event in May because my schedule changed and I'll be in a different state working. So let me introduce you to the MDX. I've been looking for one for a while, and this one happened to come along, so we bought it, and this is what we're going to work on today. What we're going to do today is install a VC muzzler. This is not VC muzzler, this is the S-VCM. It does the same thing. It defeats the system that shuts down cylinders while you're driving down the road. If you're at a steady speed, it'll cut off 3 cylinders, possibly 4, for increased fuel economy. But that's not good for the cylinders, so we're going to install a device to make sure that that does not operate. And also, the reason I'm working on getting the heater going is because I want to paint the Beak. Everybody hates the Beak. Well, most people hate the Beak anyway. I'm going to paint that black, leave the chrome surround, but just paint the Beak black. I'll leave the emblem chrome. And that's what I need the heater for, because it's only like 34 degrees outside. So if I can get the heater working outside, I'll bring it in the garage, pull the Mustang out, fire up the heater, and go ahead and see if I can paint the Beak. But first things first, we're going to install the S-VCM and see how that's done. Well, we got the heater going, and as you can see, we're generating a smoke storm. I'm not going to put myself in a closed environment with that's for sure. And if it doesn't clear itself out, then we'll just wait till it warms up and then paint the Beak. So before we start the S-VCM install, this video is not sponsored by Sparkling Ice. Although, Sparkling Ice, if you want to sponsor me, that'd be cool. Being a diabetic, gotta watch what we drink. That has no sugar, so that's cool. Well, for those playing around at home, the heater is now blowing nice and clean. So we're going to shut it off, bring it in the garage. I already pulled the Mustang out, and we'll go ahead and get started on the S-VCM install. Okay, the tools you're going to need to do this are I use a trim tool. You probably just use a screwdriver. We've got the S-VCM in the box, knife to open the box, 10 millimeter there, and first thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of this piece of plastic here, this duct. We got 2 there. There's a clip here, and here as well. So there's 5 clips that hold this piece of plastic on, this air baffle or whatever. So we're gonna take that out. We're gonna take the beauty cover off. I don't like to call it a beauty cover because I like to see the engine. That's where the real beauty is. And I'm kind of disappointed in Acura. It's like they didn't even paint the course port. That's like a factory brown color there, so I don't know what's up with that. This thing has not been in a wreck. I guess that's just the way Acura did it. So kind of disappointed in Acura quality. And same thing on this side. You can see where it's not finished. But anyway, enough of the boring stuff. To get these clips out, super easy. I gotta try to grab the camera in a way that I can hold it. My foot's around here somewhere. I just don't know where it is. So there's a slot. Just pop that in, pop that up, and then get under it, pop the whole clip out. To do this, but I've got the trim tool right here, so that makes it easy. Okay, we got the cover off. Turns out I did not have to take this piece off for this job, but I am going to take it off to paint the beak. So we'll do that in a second. This battery's almost dead already. I can't believe it. But down here, this is the connection we're going to take off. Almost goes to like a temperature sensor. And we're going to plug our S-VCM into there. So I just opened the box. And even had the original packaging. We got the user's guide. I mean, it's pretty simple. He did have it on his 19 Pilot. So it should work on this 16 MDX with no issues. Original packaging, can you believe it? Okay, so it's quite simple. This end is going to plug into the sensor. The plug that is there is going to plug into this. We run this wire over to the battery, positive lead, and that's our hookup. I know you're not going to be able to see this. I'm not going to be able to put the camera where you'll be able to see it. But you saw where it goes, so let me see if I can get that done. If I can figure out what side the clip is on. Which may be the hardest part of this whole thing, is getting this clip undone. Ugh. Oh, okay, that wasn't so hard. Go ahead and drop all your paperwork. X plugged into there. It's nice. I'm going to bring it around. Well, my camera died. These batteries don't last long in the cold at all. So we got it installed. Ran the wire over here, just zip tied it once over here. We got it on our battery post. And that's it for the VCM install. Can't get much easier than that. So once you get all the clips out, there's 6 down on the bottom and the ones on top. There's 2 screws that it's a lot easier to get them out if you have the bumper off. But I reached in there with a short JIS number 2 and got them out. What you're going to need is a T15 to get the emblem off, and a T20 to hopefully get the rest of the beak separated. Once you get all the screws out, there's these little clips, 2 on each side to go in. Those are kind of a pain to get out, but once you do, there's your beak, and there's the rest of your grill. So now we're going to prep this for paint. We're going to try using our Duplicolor trim and bumper paint and see how well it works. Okay, we got the front and grill put back together. I think it's going to look so much better. The only thing I'm not real happy about with is I thought it was going to be more of a gloss black. This is kind of a matte finish. But we'll see once it gets on there. Well, we made this a finished project. We got the new painted grill on, or the beak anyway. I think it looks a whole lot better. We got the S-VCM installed. I'd call that a success. Well, hope you enjoyed today's video. We put the S-VCM on the 2016 Acura MDX. We took off the grille, painted the silver beak a black color, which I think looks a whole lot better. I wish it was gloss black instead of kind of a matte black, but it still looks better than silver. We got a little bit of Ranger update, not a whole lot. Still waiting on timing chain. And if you like the video, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Post a comment below because I like reading the comments. And I will talk to you next time.